Yeah, man!
Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you mala beef. Alright, visit jamaicadinners.com for the ingredients. So you're gonna need a small zucchini, carrot, a stalk of scallion, piece of ginger, 3 garlic cloves, onion, dried chili pepper, food corn starch, sherry, cooking wine, soy sauce, light soy sauce, and coconut oil for frying, and steak strips. Doesn't matter, you just need steak strips and sesame seeds. Alright, so this is, just get your chopping board ready. Alright, we're gonna make our sauce first. Go take a look at my cookbooks. Links below. Miguel Marvin Samuels production. We're gonna make our sauce first. Alright, so measure and add 1 tablespoon of sherry cooking wine. Add 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. Measure and add 3 teaspoons of food cornstarch. Alright, so stir in the ingredients. Stir in ingredients properly. Next, this is our steak strips. You can get any kind of steak strips. You have steak shoulders, steaks, all sort of different cuts. Alright, so what I'm doing now is just trimming the skin off. Alright, so you can do this one of 2 ways. I was gonna cut it in little cubes, but I just changed my mind. I'm gonna cut it in little strips. I think strips will present itself better. You see, because mala chicken comes with chicken cubes. But I know that these little steak strips will cook better and tenderize better if it's cut in little strips. I don't want to cut them in little cubes, and next thing it's not cooked properly. You know, the cubes are gonna be bigger. With little strips now, it's thinner. So cut little strips as tall as your finger. Just do as you see me doing, and cut alongside the grain. Cut alongside the steaks, the beef, grain, meaning look on the piece of beef and make sure you're cutting alongside the line. If you see on the beef, you're going to see little lines. Just cut alongside the grain. Alright, so once you do that, just add your steak strips or your beef strips to the sauce. And just stir it in properly and allow it to marinate for at least 10 minutes. Or more. You know, you can prepare this in the morning and put it in the refrigerator, and then by evening you can it will be really marinated and ready for frying. Alright, it's just me dashing a little bit more of the cooking wine and the soy sauce to it. Soy sauce to it. Alright, just cover it and allow. Today I'm gonna make for you mala beef. Alright, so next just take your dried chili peppers. Your dried chili peppers, remove the stems. If you have shredded dried chili pepper, you don't have to do this part. But if you buy the big package like this, it's cost efficient. So what I'm doing now is just cutting in little strips. Then I'm going to hold them together and shred them fine. With this food scissors that I'm using. This shredded dried chili pepper is mainly, it's for flavor and decor. Alright, now prepare your vegetables by cleaning them properly. So now take your piece of ginger. You want a piece of ginger to the size of your index, the first bend of your finger. Just remove the skin by scraping it off. With the garlic now, you need about 2 to 3 garlic cloves. Just remove the leaves. Just do as you see me doing and cut off any spoiling, anything that you see spoiling on your vegetable. As for the scallion, remove the root end and the tip and any dying leaves. And the carrot, you just use a knife and scrape it. Just do as you see me doing and cut the tips off. This is zucchini. Hey guys, you're taking a journey with me. This is the first time I'm gonna eat zucchini. I did chicken, mala chicken, and somebody made a comment and said I shouldn't have used cucumbers. I should have used zucchini. I only had it in the restaurants, and I've always cooked it with cucumbers, and it worked. So now that I'm gonna do this mala beef, alright, the onion, you just do the same thing with the onion, just remove the skin. So after you finish preparing the vegetables, we're gonna rinse them. So with this mala beef, I decided to use the zucchini. So I'm having zucchini for the very first time, and you're gonna witness it. Alright, so take your vegetables and just rinse them off properly under fresh running water. Oh, and what I did with the zucchini, I just scraped the surface off just to kind of remove any, dirt or, anything that on it I don't like. So that's what I was doing earlier. I just kind of scrape it lightly. Alright, now with the garlic, just shred it to puree. Or pulp. Alright, so that's what you want. Now with a piece of ginger, shred it to puree as well. Alright, so put this aside for later. Next, put to heat a saucepan. Put the stove's gauge on low. We're going to roast our sesame seeds. So this is how I roast my sesame seeds. Just measure and add 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Add it to a heating saucepan and allow it to roast for 5 minutes with the stove's gauge on low. Alright, so in between, about halfway between the time, you just take it and just kind of rotate it. Alright, so that's 5 minutes, I'm finished. Alright, now put to heat, put the stove's gauge on 4 medium low. Put to heat a small saucepan. We're going to deep fry. Just allow it to get hot for about between 3 minutes. And this is our steak strips, our beef strips marinating. Alright, so while we wait for the pot to get hot, we're going to slice and dice. But first, it's been about between 3 minutes. Stove's gauge is on 4, medium low. Just add oil. Why I allow the pot to get hot before I add oil? Number 1, to make sure it's dried properly. That's no water, no water is in it. And it's beef. I find that if the pot is hot before you add oil, the steak strips won't stick so quickly. Alright, so now take a card and cut little wheels. About 1/4 inch wheels. Onion, you already prepared it, removed the leaf and all of that and rinsed it properly. So now just cut it in quarters. Cut your onion in quarters. If it's a small onion, cut it in half, and then separate the leaves. Just do as you see me doing. Scallion is optional. Just dice it fine. Or shred it fine. Preparation is key. So you need to prepare your vegetables properly, clean them properly, dice and slice and dice everything before stir fry. So you take this zucchini and cut it in quarters and then cubes. So in other words, cube the zucchini. Say about half inch to about an inch pieces. Alright, this is what you want. Put your vegetables close by for frying, for stir fry. You're going to need some sesame seed oil. Alright, it's a lot of oil. Once you see a little smoke. Alright, that was sugar earlier. You're going to need a tablespoon of sugar. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes in the oil. It's been heating and getting hotter and hotter. The stove's gauge is on 4 medium low. And this is our beef strips. It's been marinating for about an hour. Alright, so carefully add the beef strips to the heating oil. And immediately after that, use a spatula or a fork or a wooden spoon and stir in meticulously. I don't know if I used that word correctly, but you guys will soon tell me. Alright, so stir in your beef strips to prevent sticking and keep and separate the pieces. Alright, allow. Alright, so it's been 2 minutes. It's been frying for 2 minutes, deep frying for 2 minutes. I didn't move it in between the time. Alright, so you take a wooden spoon and give the steak strips a stir. Make sure they strips are frying properly and they're not sticking together. Alright, so once you do that, you just get your vegetables close by. Make sure the sesame seed oil is close by. Make sure your sugar is close by and allow. Alright. So get a spoon that scoops. Cornstarch aid in tenderizing the beef. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes. This is what it looks like. Glossy and delicious. Alright, so you make a one stir and allow. Alright. Between 8 minutes. Actually, it's around 8 minutes. To be sure the beef is tenderized properly, just take off a little piece and taste it. Alright, after 8 minutes, just get a spoon that scoops and remove most of the oil. You can do this idea with pork as well. I don't know if I'm gonna get around to do a mala pork, but it's in the thought came across my mind. Alright, so now add about a teaspoon, but first measure and add about a teaspoon, but first rinse. Add a teaspoon of peppercorn. Because these are dried peppercorn and they tend to mildew, just rinse them off properly. Alright, so add teaspoon or half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of rinsed dried peppercorn. So now turn the stove back on and put the stove gauge on low for now. Add the peppercorn to the oil and put the steak strips aside and just add the peppercorn just to the oil, to the heating oil. And allow it to flavor. Just allow it to flavor the oil for about a minute or two. Alright. I am taking the option to remove the peppercorn after, but I'm letting you know it's okay if you leave the peppercorn. If you're crunching a piece of peppercorn, it won't be bad. Alright, so after that, add your shredded scallion, dried chili pepper, ginger, and the garlic. Add it to the heating oil. The stove gauge is on 4, medium low. Stir it in properly, stir it in. It's kind of, it's on low, sorry, it's on low. Stove gauge is on low. Just allow the vegetables to saute for a little while. The steak strips are still one side of the pot. I'm not using a wok, but what I do, I just lift the saucepan up and use the edge in the center of the flame, pretending I'm using a wok. Alright, after 40 seconds thereabouts, and the vegetables, shredded onion, garlic, and dried chili pepper is sauteed, to stir in thoroughly. Now add sesame oil. Add a tablespoon of sesame oil. And then add your chopped carrots and your chopped onions and then stir in. Stove gauge is on 4 still, medium low. Alright. Next, add a teaspoon of granulated sugar and then your cubed zucchini. And then stir in, stir in. Stir fry, stir fry. Stove gauge is on 4, medium low. You can add a pinch of salt, but it's not necessary. Alright, so that's it. Finished. Alright, so just cover it and allow until you're ready to serve. Just cover it until you're ready to serve. Use the pot's lid and cover. Alright, so it's best serve immediately, but if you're not, you just warm it up before serve and stir it in properly. Alright, take a scoop of Miguel's new mala beef and pour it on a bed of rice. Mala beef. And guys, if you don't want to use the zucchini, you can always use the cucumbers. A cucumber. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share. So this is Miguel's mala beef. Alright, so praise this meal because it smells awesome. This is a zucchini, a piece of beef. I'm gonna taste this. Alright. Well, the beef is tenderized and chewy and nice. Carrot is sweet as usual and crunchy. The flavor is there. I give it thumbs up right away. This is a zucchini. It's the first time I'm gonna heat zucchini. Taste less. It's tasteless. I'm rarely tasting it. So now I'm feeling a bit more comfortable eating it because it don't have a bitter taste. It don't have a signature taste. It's tasteless. So therefore, I agree with my friend from Timberland. My friend Timberland from Australia. She said cucumber is juicier. So I agree with her. You can use zucchini if you like, but I will recommend using the cucumber. Alright, I consider this a new meal. If it's not, so be it. This is just my idea, and this is just my way of cooking mala beef. The zucchini is fresh, but it works. So there you go. Mala beef. The ginger kind of give the meal a tanginess. Kind of really blends with the meal nice. The sugar is just right. You can barely taste the little sweetness that's in it. Onions, nice, tenderized just how I like it. You don't have to saute it. You don't have to saute the onion as much as I do. You can always add the onions last if you like onions. The chili pepper kind of add a little bit of like a mild, very very mild spiciness to the meal. A child will love this meal. Alright, the peppercorn now. It's if you like peppercorn, it's okay to crunch on a piece of peppercorn. It's not bad. Alright. Till the next video. Bye. Alright, so there you go. This meal works. So this is beef. This is mala beef. Next time I make mala beef, I'm going to use the cucumber. I don't think I'm going to ever buy zucchini again because I don't see the big deal. Alright, the beef is tenderized. I'm just showing it to you. Zucchini is okay. It's only okay because I'm happy it's not bitter. It don't have a bitter taste or a signature taste like. And the gravy is just right. Look, Asian people, because this is just to inspire you really. This is if you want something new or something different, you can try this recipe. Alright, bye. See, I'm just showing you that the piece of beef strip is cooked properly. I'm just showing you the piece of beef strip. I forgot to add the roasted sesame seed. So add the roast sesame seed and stir in properly. Just stir in.
Yeah, man!
Go take a look at our merchandise store. Links below. A Miguel Marvin Samuels production.